verify that we're actually broadcasting, you know, like a professional. Just open all these special tabs. Okay, good. Good, all good. More receipts. Yay. Okay.
We love receipts.
Yeah. Love seeing those outgoing PayPal messages. Okay.
Let's see.
Bum, bum, bum.
Do we need to close the door? What do you usually do?
No, I don't close the door. Because the CO2 level rises too quick.
I see.
Okay, so we've got YouTube chat is open. We are definitely live. So this is a little different of a setup than we had the other day. A lot of experimental elements.
Oh, this stream will always be experimental.
Do you know experimental film?
By They Might Be Giants?
Yeah.
No, but I can pull it up.
Yeah, I don't know the weird.
I mean, I know
the only words I know is something experimental film, something experimental. This is.
I have the CD, and I had it when it first came out, and also Homestar Runner did a music video for it.
That's why I had it in my head at one point, but I don't anymore.
Experimental film. Yeah, we're gonna be. Yeah, they say experimental film a bunch of times.
Yeah, and I remember in the Homestar Runner version, whenever they yelled, "Yeah!"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
thing.
Strong Sad is the protagonist of that one.
Yeah. Oh boy, the OBS is all messed up. Give me a second here. I got a lot of. Some layers are locked that shouldn't be locked. Some layers are unlocked. Okay, we need to be down here. In the hotbar. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I have to be a little bit over more. Or unless we can, oops.
Turning off and on and on and off the lights. It's for this experimental film, which nobody knows about and which I'm still figuring out what's going to go in my experimental film. Yeah, you're all gonna be in this experimental film. And even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it is. I already know the ending is the part that makes your face implode. I don't know what makes your face implode, but that's the way the movie ends. And in my experimental film, which nobody knows about and which I'm still figuring out what's going, whose face implodes in my experimental film.
It's just such a good song.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good song.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't necessarily have to do like the whole song every time. So every time I'm like, oh wait, do you know this one?
Just a
taste.
just a little something off the top.
Yeah. Welcome. This is our experimental stream. Badger Spanner writes, I'm here to put the mental in experimental. There you
Hey, Badger.
go. Welcome, Badger Spanner, to the stream. One day when you live here, you'll be having a dream and going, what, it's only 8:30. How come those idiots are already so loud?
Wait, Badger's moving to America?
America? That's near Nashville. People want to know if you can play Trogdor on the guitar. I don't know if the chords are. I'm sure by now the chords.
Burning in the countryside, burning all the people and the thatched roof cottages.
Thatched roof cottages. can't do it.
Those aren't the right chords, but
Yeah, I know it was very Jack
it's an
Black.
approximation.
Yeah, it was peasants, I think, instead of people. But like, I mean, in theory, like you were mostly there. You were a good way there. For completely off the cuff something that was popular 20 years ago. But then again, I guess like stuff like Friends in Low Places was popular 20 years ago.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that.
A lot of
for
people
some
don't
reason.
know that song. Our friend Winnie from out there up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, had never heard Friends in Low Places. Badger Spanner from London had never heard Friends in Low Places. Apparently, it's just not a popular song, which is weird because where we live, it's just been on the radio for our entire lives.
Much country music in the English country?
I think they have county music.
Oh, okay.
So like,
and what does that sound like?
That sounds like whatever the Count's kid is getting into. You know, the Count makes sure that the kid gets a radio license and, you know, can broadcast.
Oh, okay. So something like, you gotta get a radio license, my boy.
Exactly, you nailed it.
County music.
Woo. Yeah, it's kind of like Dutchy music, which is from the Netherlands.
Won't even go there.
No.
Though I've been there, but...
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Well, what, for the Spider-Man filming, or what?
What Spider-Man filming?
Didn't Spider-Man go to Holland or something? He had, like, a bunch of tulips.
That's Tom Holland.
But
He's not in Holland. He is Holland.
No, but there were a bunch of tulips when the plane crashes. He like, gets hit by a train or something, and the plane lands in a tulip field. That's... Isn't that Holland?
No, but there's a more extreme...
Where is that?
There's a more extreme version of Tom Holland, and that's Tom Hollander.
Oh, not to be confused with his pincushion cousin, Tom Collender.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I put my coffee here, is that going to be a problem?
Could you make me a Tom Collender?
Uh,
In a colander?
Okay, so this is not a very formal stream. This is experimental.
We ain't...
Yeah,
we don't have no plans here.
this is as experimental as it can get without actually using the scientific method. So, yeah. I'm sorry, fans of XKCD or other things that are about the scientific method. The X is for experimental.
Mm-hmm.
The K is for 1,000. And then the CD is just compact disc. But you knew that. I don't need to patronize y'all.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that size really was compact compared to other discs of the day. Video.
Frisbee discs. Yeah, like, if you had a rotary lawnmower, the disc you mounted the blade on was larger.
Yeah. The disc in my back is actually quite large.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one of them, but it's...
Doc, I think I've got a fused discs. How many? All of them.
All.
Ouch. Yeah, that would not be fun.
Yep. My 5 3/8.
Yeah, well, what were those things with the platters that we used to play music on? I don't recall. It's not a xylophone, it's like a xylophonograph paper or something. It's somewhere in there. My mind is cluttered.
Isn't that what you put a cake on? A platter?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, is that a setup to do some cake? What's that one about the starting line? The racing one?
The distance.
Yeah, if he was, like, going the distance.
If he was, like, going for speed?
Yeah. Fun fact.
She's all alone?
Unbeknownst to Speed, the mysterious Racer X is actually the subject of that song.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line. Engines and pumping. There's only, like, one chord in this whole song.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'll
That's
think
easy.
of a better song next time.
Engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Fuel burning fast on an empty tank. We just all want to hear the chorus, so let's just go to...
Yeah.
Okay, well, pre-chorus. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up. And long ago somebody left with the cup. But he's driving and striving and hugging the turns. And thinking of someone for whom he still burns. 'Cause he's going the distance.
Woo!
He's going for speed. Woo. She's all alone. You're supposed to yell all alone.
All alone. And I know
All
that
alone
makes
in
me
her time
sad.
of need. Because he's racing
Shouting
and pacing.
all alone. Shouting all alone does not have a strong stability vibe. All alone.
Hey, long distance is hard.
Yeah.
But you'll be going the distance
Yeah.
in about a month and a half.
Yeah. I'll be going to Heathrow.
But are you going for speed?
No.
No, you probably don't want it.
No. You don't.
You don't want to deal in those substances.
Yeah. Don't traffic substances, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm going for speed. And Mom says we have speed at home.
Yeah, but then Speed at Home is just like Ugly Sonic.
Yeah.
Have you seen that
Speed
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie yet?
Yeah, I loved it.
It was. I really. The thing about it is, I felt like it was so good because it was a victory lap for Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basically, the film is Disney declaring, we won culture.
Yeah, we own everything.
We own everything. We won culture. We don't have to be concerned. Like, with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you know, they were, like, arguing with Spielberg about, like, how long Mickey was on screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with this, they're just like, do whatever you want.
Yeah, they're like, we own the screens.
Exactly. And for an artist, it's very empowering to be told, here's an unlimited amount of money, an unlimited amount of access to everything, and you can do whatever you want. So, from an artistic standpoint, I really appreciate the film. But from a business standpoint, I watch it, and I'm like, Disney doing victory laps makes me deeply uncomfortable.
Yeah, well...
Disney partially owns Doctor Who.
Warner's did a victory lap, and it was called Space Jam 2. And,
I thought it was the Lego movie.
Well, the Lego movie they did as well, but that was good.
Well, I don't think it can't be good.
What do you mean? What can't be good?
Well, what I'm saying is like
A victory lap?
Yeah, like a.
But they didn't even put the Rescue Rangers in theaters.
Oh.
So they weren't that proud of it.
I guess, but like, it was also like during a pandemic when, you know.
We're still during a pandemic.
I know, which is why I keep getting annoyed. Everybody's like, you can go see that Marvel movie, and I'm like, no, I'm annoyed they're putting it in theaters. I don't want to go to the movies.
I miss the same day releases.
Yeah, that was really nice, especially because Corinne doesn't want to go to any of these movies, and like, if I was gonna get a babysitter, it would probably end up being you, who, if I was going to go to these movies, I'd be like, why don't we go together? Oh, yeah, because I need a baby. So it's like, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, there's not a lot of available light in a theater for her to bring a book along.
No. I don't want her to be one of those kids with, like, a pen light reading.
Yeah. Did you ever have the Game Boy Advance worm light thing? I forget.
I think I had the Game Boy Color one.
Game Boy Color, yeah.
But I don't think it was a worm. It was like, it flipped out. It was like, it like had a hinge.
Oh, it had a hinge. Because I know they made one that kind of like you could adjust.
Yeah.
Was it Atomic Purple?
I think it was. Yeah, I miss the Atomic Purple GameCube.
Yeah, they should have done that for the Switch.
That would have been a good retro thing.
Yeah. Well, there's hope for the Switch too.
Yeah, I think the Bowser, not the one from the games, but the guy who's like the president of Nintendo of America. which, you know, I
Dougie Bowser?
yeah.
Yeah.
One of the Dougs.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, he apparently was saying that the Switch has redefined how companies look at console generations. Which is a very fancy way of saying we're not done. We're gonna be switching for a while. Get used to it. Okay, actually, I want to put this one over there. Oh, people want to know how Corinne's birthday went. It went very well. She especially liked the present that Quinn got her. I don't know how much detail you want to go into about that, if any. None. Okay, none.
I'll talk about it after it happens.
Yeah.
I don't like to announce
where
I'll be.
From an operational security standpoint, yeah.
When I'll be.
Yeah, exactly. Not a good move. Yeah.
Not a good move.
But yeah, Quinn got Corinne tickets to an event, and she's very excited about that. So. And I took her out to. Well, we both took her out to No Quarter for her first during the school year Wednesday night pinball tournament.
Oh yeah.
And she got to round 5, which is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think I made it. I'd have to check the standings. I made it to 6 or 7. I think it was 6 though.
I think it was 6. Yeah, because I
stayed for round 7 because I was talking to somebody about trying to stream from the venue.
Yeah, I think you got your first strike on round 4, and then you got another strike round 5.
And then the third one on round 6 would do it. Yeah.
That will do it.
Yep. So birthday pinball. Let her stay up late for that. So she had a fun birthday.
Yeah.
Let's see if I just start putting only dirt in there. So basically, I've got this whole big thing I've been mining out, and I was like, I'm not gonna sort this as I go. I'll do it later. So later has arrived. But it's easier for me to do something like this while I'm talking to you than while I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boy. Trying to think what is going on out there in the broader news. Let's go to news.google.com because we don't have an AP Wire subscription here in the studio.
Let's hear today's headlines.
Let's see if there's anything actually fun to talk about.
James Webb news I see on the right there.
Oh, where is it? New stunning spiral galaxy. A newly released image from NASA. Let's see, is this the large... Is there a link to the actual... The problem with reading any sort of website like this is they do their best to not link the actual...
I know.
And
it bothers me so much. I'm looking for a source on something, especially when it's not one of the reputable journalism sites.
Yeah. So, not that space.com is terrible, but it's definitely not, okay, so, yeah, so I'm okay, I'll search for the name of the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here it is, of course, the way that, okay, so here's the actual image. Let's post this link.
Okay.
For the folks who want to see it.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing now the galaxy is on Orion's belt.
That is a really cool spiral galaxy. So that would be a fun that would be a fun image to use for the back box of my machine too, because a lot of the galaxies in this are kind of closer and higher def than Is this the 4K image now? Yeah, like so, like I mean, the pinball back box is 128 pixels wide, right? Mm-hmm. So I could just have this Spiral Galaxy 128 pixel density.
Yeah. Are you sharing this on stream?
No.
No, you don't want the people to see.
I sent them
glorious.
No. The thing is, though, what I've realized.
Oh,
is
you sent them the link.
With the space images, don't look like the stream compression. It's better for them to just pull it up themselves.
Yeah, pull it up yourselves.
Yeah. Yep. So somebody just popped in.
Go get your own galaxy.
Says, who's Quinn? Quinn is the artist formerly known as Quinn Hills. So if you enjoyed our music together, here's more. Hey, second, just rolled in, tipping 20. Who says, this is exactly the kind of stream I wanted this morning to chill to during work. Here's a bit of face-expanding money for that. Well, thank you so much to second. So, here we go. It's time to... Where's OBS? Expand us. Sliding over here now.
Slide to the left.
Hold on. I've got too many unlocked layers in OBS. Okay. So, yeah, just so you know...
You need to unlock your mind.
I know, right? Just so you all know, we are splitting the tips this stream. So 10 of those dollars are going directly to Quinn.
Thank you very much.
I say directly. Like, I'm going to basically PayPal it over when we wrap up.
Yes,
but
it will not... There isn't like a little cash machine in here that...
No, I don't.
Comes out directly.
Yeah, I don't have an ATM.
You should probably get one though.
Yeah, I'll put it on the list.
If you put a big enough fee on there, you could make a lot of money.
Oh yeah, that's actually smart.
Because where's the nearest ATM? You know, just put it right outside the domicile.
Yeah,
people will use it.
Yeah, probably. Landlords love that when you just put down a box full of cash.
Yes.
It's like, what's that? That's my box full of cash. Can I have it? No!
No, it's mine.
Which part of my box full of cash is hard to track here, buddy?
Where in our lease agreement does it say that it's your box of cash?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, boy.
That's why I always put an ATM clause in my lease agreements.
Oh, that's just forethought.
Even if I were leasing a car, I'd put an ATM clause in there.
Oh, man. Remember, was it when we were in high school that there was this huge rash of people with Jeep Grand Cherokees pulling ATMs out of the walls of banks?
Mm-hmm.
And Palmer's mom, every time there was another one, was like, that isn't you and Joe, I hope.
Was it once? Did it happen at least once?
No, it happened like over the course of months. Somebody was just driving around Tennessee pulling ATMs out of bank walls with like
and what's
chains.
The statute of limitations on that?
It was not us.
Well, yes, it was not you.
Thanks.
But I'm asking for the statute of limitations so I can know when I can know it was.
I don't know.
Not you.
I don't know when the statute of limitations is because that would be incriminating.
Wow, you really thought this out. Your partner in crime became an attorney, probably just solely to cover this up.
Not quite. Somebody says they were doing that with Walgreens near them.
Oh.
Nice.
Someone was tearing out an entire Walgreens with a Jeep Grand Cherokee?
Well, I think they were pulling out the ATMs.
Oh. Well, I guess that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But you might as well take the whole store. There's a lot, there's a lot of stuff in there.
I mean, I don't know, though. Like, I feel like a Walgreens is not exactly what the cool kids would consider a winner. Financially. Like, I feel like they had, like, a lot of... what's the polite word for fraud? And then... So the government ruled that they had screwed up and needed to pay a huge fine, and then they, like, defrauded their customers to pay the fine. And then the government was not happy about that either.
Was that tied to their Theranos contract, or was this unrelated? Because the Theranos stuff was...
Yeah, the Theranos stuff was also a thing.
Yeah.
No, so they had some sort of thing where... I forget if it was like... they had some sort of settlement where they ended up owing like the American Diabetes Foundation like millions of dollars.
Been there.
And so then, every time you checked out, they would have a thing, and they would say, "Would you like to give some money to the American Diabetes Foundation?" And it was just going to paying the settlement costs.
Oh my
It wasn't like
God.
a separate charitable thing. And so the government got really mad.
I mean, that's kind of smart in a not smart way.
that's a good
It's,
yeah. That's the sort of thing that like is very like hacker mindset.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
oh yeah, I'm following the rules. But the thing is, that's why there are judges in the loop on this stuff. Like people are always like, "Oh, Joe, couldn't you get around the rules of your custody agreement if you did this?" Or I bet if you did this, that would technically count. It's like the judge doesn't care what technically counts. He cares if you're like actively trying to create a positive environment for the child and
Right.
raise them well. And if you start screwing around, like he's not gonna have any patience for it.
yeah. It's not worth it to lose all your custody over like one tiny thing.
Yeah, like don't squabble about this stuff. It's not a good look, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are getting more of these set up. Welcome, Bucket. No need to apologize for missing streams. I consider this sort of thing. This is not destination TV. That's the thing, right? Destination TV, where they're like everybody has to go there to watch the show at the same time. Or is that prestige TV? What do they call that? There's like a word for
must
that.
see.
Must see. Yeah, this isn't must see TV. This is, hey, if you're free, you're welcome to hang out with us while I play video games.
Yeah.
Like this
So
is.
if you're only gonna watch one Joe Hill stream, watch the one that I'm on.
Yeah. And tip, because half the tips are going to Quinn. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/showhills and YouTube Super Chat.
Thank you.
Okay.
What do I do?
So yeah, that galaxy though from that new James Webb image.
That's right. We were reading the news.
Yeah, individual spiral arms are visible. It's in the constellation of Hercules, more than 1 billion light years away from both Earth and the James Webb Space Telescope. What a coincidence!
Wow.
Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what else is going on here. Yeah, this ice storm apparently hit Texas too. Some places lost power.
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of houses lost power. Texas, not good at power.
Which is weird, because they're all about
White power.
Oh no, I was.
Oh okay.
I mean, less than some places in some ways, but
More than others.
But more than uncomfortably. No, I was gonna say they're all about energy. Like they've got all of the offshore oil rigs.
Right.
And they've got like onshore fracking and stuff like that.
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas except for accountability.
Let's see. I got a lot of andesite. Sorry. I didn't really have a plan to sort this stuff out. I'm just kind of doing it as I go. Sorry. So I'm like.
No, that's okay. I'll read some more headlines. Egg shortages are happening.
Yeah. Wait. Meta's after-hours stock price rockets after Mark Zuckerberg announces plans to trim layers of middle management and flatten the org structure.
See, this is bad. This is happening with a lot of trade companies that trade on the stock market. They announced that they're getting rid of a bunch of employees, laying them off, and then their stocks go up.
Yeah, so it's like
They've all been doing this.
It's a great feedback loop. Hey, if you just don't care about your employees, your stock will go up. And so far, it looks like the big two that are actively resisting this are Nintendo and Apple. And in particular, the CEO of so Apple, of course, hasn't said anything about it. They're just not laying people off.
They're Apple.
Yeah, like they just do what they want, and they're like, somebody else will report this as a rumor. You know, we don't need to say nice things about ourselves. Other people will do it for us.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like the CEO of Nintendo like came out and basically said, "I don't."
Nintendo of America, Doug Bowser.
No, this is actually the Japanese
Oh.
CEO. But I believe that this statement applies to Nintendo of America as well. He basically said, "I don't believe that people can create joyful art in an environment of terror."
I agree.
And so he's just like, Nintendo has been doing very well the last few years, and we'll ride this out without our employees having to worry about their jobs. Which, the thing is, most of these companies have been doing well the last few years. Like
they've all been doing well. But
but they don't want to do good.
No. Well, the main thing is they're laying off all these employees, and then slowly they're hiring contractors, because that lowers their costs. They don't have to pay benefits, give them equity because they're contractors. And so, it's just not great overall. Yeah. And it's affected me. Because the company I worked for as my day job, these tech companies were our clients. So,
yeah. Hey, we got a tip rolling in from Personal Zombie for 11, who says an easily divisible number for you. That's right, because half of this is going to go to Quinn at the end of the stream.
Thank you, Personal Zombie.
That puts us 9 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Excuse me. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. And Microsoft has been doing this for years, where they tried to avoid hiring people, and so they would have like entire contracting firms.
Yeah.
That would like cycle through. Looks like my friend Vintage Beef just tried to swim in lava. He says planned. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Where's the beef? In lava.
Yeah. Apparently. Okay. So we are going to get all of this sorted. But yeah, this is the sort of thing that is like relatively... Like, I can do this while I'm talking, but if I was trying to read while going through all these chests, I would lose my place in the book. You know? So thank you for keeping me company while I do this necessary but kind of mindless task. Vintage Beef was shot by Vintage Beef.
Oh, wow. This is breaking news. Vintage Beef was shot by Vintage Beef. Did Puxatawny Phil see his shadow? Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
That was further up, I think, right? No, I saw it in here somewhere.
Oh, I've got it pulled up.
Oh, well then...
On my device. Puxatawny Phil did not see his shadow. So it's 6 more weeks of winter.
Wah, wah, wah. Oh, I was like, are we gonna do this indefinitely? The forever wah.
The cold, dark winter of the soul.
It's gonna be cold, it's gonna be dark, and it's gonna go on for the rest of your natural life.
Cool. Do you think it's a good time?
Oh, yeah. You know what? We've actually got enough people here now. It's probably... So, yeah, we've got all sorts of props, although you can't see them because the camera's small. But, like, Quinn actually brought a flip clock. So, it's time.
It's time. I'm not going to reset it to 6 a.m., but...
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you wanted me to do that. But
I guess you could.
I probably shouldn't, because then you're going to have to... Because I'm not going to set it right.
Well, I don't even know if... Because, like...
it's probably
I
not.
put it in
healthy
a
for-
car, so I don't even know with the mechanics of the flip clock if putting it in the car set anything off, and
Like if it got jostled.
Like if it's on, it wasn't on its side, but if it were on its side, would it still flip?
Yeah, I mean it's not completely gravity fed, right?
Not sure.
I don't know.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me, baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent before it's earned. The money's all been spent. I guess that's so we don't have a part, but at least I'm sure of all the things we've got, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring. And when I'm sad, you're a clown. If I get scared, you're always around. Key change.
Oh, I looked from somewhere.
Oh, well, too late. So let them say your hair's too long, 'cause I don't care, and with you I can't go wrong. Then put your little hands in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you to hold my hand. I got you to understand. I got you to walk with me. I got you to talk with me. I got you to kiss goodnight. I got you to hold me tight. I got you. I won't let go. I got you to love me so. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Woo! That was really good. Thank you. It's funny because we didn't plan on this being a holiday special.
No, we just were like,
We were
does
like,
Thursday work
yeah,
for you?
Thursday's good for you, right?
Yeah, Thursday's good.
And then it was like, oh no, it's Groundhog Day!
Groundhog Day.
Hope you packed your guitars because it's cold out there. Oh boy. But yeah, so thank you for the off-the-cuff Groundhog Day stuff.
Of course.
Once again, tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat.
It's the Joe.
Yep, it's me. I'm Joe. Howdy. It's Let's make sure we haven't missed any other tips. Dun, 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 dun. Vintage beef was shot by vintage beef once more.
CBS News is reporting that New York investors are up the river, the Colorado River, water rights.
Oh boy, I can't wait for water being sold as a commodity to improve society for everybody. You know, society has so much room for improvement, and that's where I would start. I don't know about you, Quinn.
Yeah, that's where I would start too. If there's a way that I could snatch up air rights, that might be good as well.
Yeah, okay, so if you had a giant vacuum, you'd be like halfway there, but you gotta get through the air shield.
Okay. Who owns the air shield?
Oh, boy. I think in Spaceballs the answer was the Druids, but I don't... But I worry that for people who don't know the movie, it's just gonna sound like racist.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was like, we can only take this so far.
We can only take this so far.
Apparently... Oh, okay. Apparently, I didn't even know this about that new Hogwarts game. Apparently, the bad guys...
Don't get me started.
No. Okay, yeah. So I stopped learning anything about it because I was like, whatever, it's J.K. Rowling, I'm not going to play it. Apparently, the bad guys are the goblins, which are already based on anti-Semitic...
Yes.
And so I wasn't going to buy it because of J.K. Rowling being a terrible transphobe. And then it's like, good. And everybody's like, you should give it a try anyway because the developers worked hard on it, blah, 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 blah. It's like, the developers made an incredibly anti-Semitic thing. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and the last
game
game these developers made was Cars 3. These are not the developers who have the chops to make a massive open world game that's going to be any good.
Well,
it's gonna be horribly reviewed.
I don't know about from a technical standpoint. Like,
I didn't play Cars 3. It might have been a massive open world game.
No, but
I would love for it to be.
But here's the thing, though, like with now we're getting into a whole separate argument, though. Like when it comes to like designing software, and stuff. Like, a lot of companies will make something relatively simple as a proof of concept, but they were already, like, their dream project is that big open world game. They've been noodling on the open world game for years. They've been building the engine. Like, they just don't have the proof of work to get the license or the... Sure. Like, so I don't feel like... I would say a lot of games that I've played were made by people who started off making something simpler. If not all of them. And so I don't want to... I feel like that's there's a lot of buses you could throw them under here. But I don't feel like that is one of them. Okay.
So they haven't made an open world game before, but when they did, they decided the goblins will be the villains.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So I can impugn their name a little bit.
I think they make some bad storytelling choices. But the thing is, if I come in here and I make assumptions about the quality of the code, that is just a complete guess.
Yeah, we don't know the quality.
Whereas the other stuff is like...
The other stuff's out there.
And I don't want to undermine my arguments about that other stuff by pushing too far.
That's fair.
I feel like that's...
This is a very heated issue for me, so...
No, I know it's a heated issue for you.
I'm just throwing out barbs wherever I can.
Well, and I saw you kind of doing that with Texas earlier, too. But, like, here's the thing, though. In the same way that we live in Tennessee, which has a lot of backwards policies and state laws and stuff...
Yeah, just as many as Texas.
There's a lot of great people who live in Texas. Honestly, if it wasn't for some of the gerrymandering, they would probably be electing the officials making the laws.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, and so it's one of those things where, like, I want to be very careful when we, criticize things, that we're making sure it's focused,
Sure.
I don't know. And maybe I just spend more time thinking about this stuff than a lot of people.
No, I didn't mean all people in Texas. I mean to punch up at the Republicans in power.
Yeah, and that's just, important to narrow sometimes.
Yeah, important distinction.
Yeah. Like, there's a big difference between me complaining about the British and the British Parliament. Okay.
Oh, Elijah's heading out. Bye, Elijah.
Bye, Elijah. Smarty Paint says, we are so screwed in Texas, the idiots are driving the train here. Yeah, so that's the thing, is we need to make sure that folks don't feel like they're getting kicked just for being stuck in a bad situation.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course.
Hey, second tips, another one who says, I already set my tip for today, but here's me throwing throwing an additional $1 into the guitar case for that, which is
thank you, second.
Presumably right after the I Got You, Babe. And then Gal tips 6 and says, love the Joe and Quinn music streams, chill and musical. Thank you, Gal. That puts us 2 away from the next expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so I'm almost organized here. I'm at the point where I'm doing a lot of like looking at the same stuff, and okay, that one's full. Okay.
Yeah, are there any kind of like organization consultants you can hire in game to do this for you?
There are, but the thing is, they usually specialize. So there's only like 4 kinds of material in these boxes, and like you wouldn't call in somebody like that unless you had like a bajillion different things, right? This is a do-it-yourself job. This is not something that requires that level of involvement. So, yeah. Minecraft, minds that matter. Oh boy, those guys had an old beef. That's the best vintage beef joke ever. Okay. XP wins HermitCraft today. Pack it in, everyone.
Yep. HermitCraft has peaked.
Yep, that's peak HermitCraft. Hey, we got 10 rolling in from Salem, who says, love the music and the discussion.
Thank you, Salem.
That puts us 8 past. Here we go.
Here we go. Alright.
Woo.
Makes me a little woozy every time we expand.
Yeah, it's a lot. You get used to it, though.
Yeah.
People are saying Pearl, who is the person who does clean up messes like this, would be insulted to be called on such a small job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like this is really below her.
I see.
Okay. I am making progress. So, yeah. On the other hand, she also has a demolition business. Yeah, I guess she would look at this and be like, well, I could just blow this up.
Yeah.
If you don't,
those go hand in hand.
If you don't want to clean this, I'll just destroy it.
Yeah. That's the same thing Marie Kondo does.
Yeah. Well, apparently...
If it doesn't bring you joy, just blow it up.
Yeah, well, she's gotten a lot of criticism for coming out lately.
Which is unfair.
Saying, like, you know, now that I have 3 kids, I don't really see the point of tidying anymore.
Yeah, I think she said she also just doesn't have time for it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I know,
like,
even with 1 kid, you're like, when am I supposed to clean?
Yeah, you gotta prioritize. Well, there's a difference between cleaning and tidying, right? Like,
sure.
You don't want to have an unsanitary kitchen.
Of course.
But
of course.
Whether or not there are, like, stacks of papers in the dining room is a different...
Whether your t-shirts are perfectly folded in every drawer.
Oh, no, yeah.
But I think a lot of people unfairly criticized her and were like, "Oh, see, look, we don't have to do all this stuff." It's like she wasn't forcing you.
This was just an option. Like, that's the thing, is people think that everybody who says, like if somebody comes in and says, like, hey, you know, if you go for a 1 mile walk every day, you might feel better.
Yeah.
Like...
And then when they find out that person didn't go for a 1 mile walk today, they're like, oh!
Oh, 1 mile's further than you thought, huh, buddy? Well, and that's the thing, too, is it's like, you know, I don't know. people people get like this weird like, you think you're better than me? It's like, no, I just I found that I was less I got more focused on my work if I took a mile walk at my lunch break. It's nice to do. It's like, yeah, if you have time to walk a mile, if you have time to clean your apartment or your house. Some people have houses now.
What?
I know. Yeah,
in this economy?
I know. I feel like one of the defining things about our generation is it's like, you'll never live in as nice a place as you did in high school. It's like, I hope your parents were doing okay, because that's it. Yeah. You're not gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all downhill from there.
Yeah. Let's see. We got another 25 rolling in from a puddle slime. Tipping 25. So let's see. We were 12 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Now we are 13 past. Here we go. It's time to expand. And Quinn. Woo.
Expansive.
Wyvern's Flight says my parents did not live in a nice place. I'm sorry. Kristen says Mary Kondo taught me how to fold. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is some people don't have parents who teach them this stuff.
Yeah.
I saw Ben Patton on Twitter one time, and his mom was watching some sort of he was visiting his mom in England, and she was watching some sort of show where they were teaching people how to boil an egg. And she's just like, what kind of idiot doesn't know how to boil an egg? And he's like, Mom, you never taught me how to boil an egg.
Wouldn't he say Mom?
Mom, you never taught me how to boil an egg. No, that's too Irish.
What is that?
That's not Ben Patton.
Mom, you never taught me how to boil an egg.
You never taught me how to boil an egg. But yeah, his mom is like, what kind of idiot doesn't know how to boil an egg? And he's like, anyone whose parents didn't teach him, including me. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, and she's just like, oof.
Ooh.
Yeah. But that's the thing is some people's parents don't teach them this stuff.
I don't think I remember our parents boiling an egg and teaching me how to.
No, I didn't. I never learned how to boil an egg. I say never. I eventually learned how to boil an egg as an adult.
Sure.
But to make ramen and stuff. But that wasn't a high priority thing for our parents.
Well, and we only really made boiled eggs for Easter egg painting, and we only did that maybe one time that I remember.
Yeah, I remember we did it a few times, but you might have been very young for some of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, so anyway, it's one of those things Marie Kondo teaching people how to fold clothes. Some people just never had that opportunity to learn how to fold clothes, and that has a value, even if they don't do 100% of everything that she recommends.
These are guidelines.
They're suggestions. Yeah.
Yeah. These are not hard and fast rules.
But they're not commandments like thou shalt not kill unless the other guy has something you want, like land or oil.
Yeah. Though I would love a show where she goes into homes and tells people not to kill.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could do a Marie Kondo Columbo show.
Yeah.
Where
Marie Kondo, murder investigator.
Yeah. Where it's one of those things she's not actually a detective. She's hired as a tidying consultant by people who just happen to be about to do a murder. and then they keep getting
And
caught.
she's very detail oriented. She's very attentive.
Yeah, she's very attentive and detail oriented, so she's got that like eye for like clues and stuff, and she just ends up helping the police. This is probably not a good idea. This is out of all of
Yeah.
yeah.
There's this rug rolled up in the corner that has something inside of it. Does this bring you joy?
Yeah. Do you really need this body here? Oh, yeah, somebody says tidying consultant sounds like mafia slang. So, yeah, people keep hiring her to be their cleaner for the bodies. And it's just she finds the body and calls the police every episode.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and so like, yeah, so every episode, like, they're like, okay, the mess is in the garage. And she's just like, well, look around. We need to start right here. Okay. Like, and she's just like finding evidence of the murder.
Right.
She's like,
well, she's also like tidying up. Why do you have these loose drill bits?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these loose drill bits are dirty. You need to clean them, and you need to. If they don't spark joy, you need to get rid of them. If they do, you need to clean them, care for them, and put them away.
Right.
Right.
How many hatchets covered in blood do you need?
Yeah. And so then she's always shocked when she gets to the room that they actually told her to go to at the beginning of the episode, and then there's a body, and she just calls the police.
Right away.
And it's just every episode ends with somebody.
And somehow word never gets around that she's a rat.
Well, yeah. It's just like it's just one of those things
or she's just traveling across the country for her jobs, and so there are different mob organizations.
Yeah, they're just different mob
families.
Yeah, and they're always like, "Hey, call the cleaner."
Call the cleaner, and she's the first one in the yellow pages.
Yeah, well, or it's one of those things like, I called Johnny the cleaner, and he's apparently he's down in Palm Beach on a job. Oh, okay, well, who else can we get? Well, apparently Marie Kondo's in town. She's supposed to be good. My kid won't shut up about her. Okay, great. We'll get the Japanese,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Yakuza, they know how to get rid of a body. And it's just, the premise is that every episode, somebody in a different part of the country makes the same mistake.
They're running tight on their cleaning budget, and they heard they'll get a few thousand off if they let Netflix come in with their film crew. That's what you got to do sometimes.
I don't really know that bringing in a film crew is a great idea in the middle of a criminal conspiracy, boss. That's why I'm the boss. Organized crimes, says Rex Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Gotta get organized.
Oh, boy. I love it. We got another tip rolling in. It is from Erdariel43, who says, "Hello from Finland. Thank you for rescuing me from boredom this evening." Well, thank you, Erdariel, for supporting the arts and our show in particular. This puts us 4 away from the next Face Camera expansion, and we are splitting the tips 50-50 that roll in during this stream. So you're not just supporting me, you're supporting Quinn. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm trying to think like what songs I know that would be like embarrassing to sing, because
why do you want to do that to yourself? What do you mean embarrassing?
Well, because like if there was a
we all know you have no shame. How could it be embarrassing?
Well, that's part of, okay. I wasn't gonna tell them that, but no, like no, because the thing is, most songs would be better to have you sing.
Oh, I see.
Right,
I see.
Because you're the good singer. So if we were gonna have me sing something, like, what would it be?
What would it be?
Or we talked about doing the Joe Hills sings, or the Joe Hills Speaks spoken word album. I'm trying to think of something I know the words to that would be worth me doing.
Probably any Billy Joel or right.
Yeah, that's probably
off the top
true.
of your head.
Off the top of my head. Somebody says well, the other thing is, remember last stream we had like a goal where it's like, hey, if we hit 180, we'll do Freebird. So I was trying to think of like, okay, so right now we're like at 76, right? So I was like, okay, so if we got another 100 Oh wow, we're actually, because of the school delay, we're actually gonna wrap up in about 25 minutes.
True.
Yeah, if we got an extra 100 in the next 25 minutes, what song would people want to hear me sing? But maybe they don't want to hear me sing.
Another tip just came in too.
Oh, another tip did just roll in. Rex Verdi, thank you for the 20, who says, Sibling Stream. Yes, please.
Sibling stream.
Here we go. Expand, Joe and Quinn.
Expand extreme on the sibling stream.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so me having no shame does not encourage people to tip, which is why I wasn't going to mention it. But
I think they already knew. I think they know.
NJ suggests I sing word crimes. I don't know that I could do that one off the top of my head. I mean, I could pull up the lyrics, but that's a hard one. I'm trying to think of, and also I don't know that that's an easy guitar song.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not. It's more of like a hip hop electronic sound, isn't it?
Electronic sound and yeah. Didn't bring my drum machine today.
No. Do you have a drum machine, or do you do that all in software?
Oh, I have a large MIDI keyboard that has drum pads on it. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Technically, yeah. I don't have a self-contained drum machine that you could plug into an amp, but maybe one day. I mean, you could probably do Piano Man.
Yeah, that's a classic guitar song.
Classic guitar.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was like, okay, it probably shouldn't be Billy Joel or Ben Folds, because it's whatever we do would be.
Yeah, that's what you know the lyrics to.
That's what I know the lyrics to. But I mean, I could also pull something up. But like,
True.
It has to be something I at least kind of know the tune of. Lost Cult Music tip 7, who says upvoting word crimes. It only has 2 chords. That gets us 3 pass for next week's camera selection.
I think I could handle 2 chords. That's one more chord.
Enter the Joes. Oh, we don't have a Quinn ghost. So we call when I start going transparent, it's called the Joes. And for Badger, it's Badger Spectre. I think we're actually going to switch over to rotational tips. So because this is going to get too big otherwise for both of us. So we're at 100 degrees rotation, 100 degrees angular now.
And I don't think it should be another ghost synonym. I don't think it should be just like Quost.
No.
It should be like Fantquin or.
Yeah. Like, what are other words
but
for
something
ghost?
that rolls off the tongue.
Spectre, like...
Spirit,
yeah.
Queer it, but, well, that brings up other things. But it's not wrong.
But the thing is, I don't feel like... The thing is, though, if I heard that...
It doesn't capture the quintessentialness.
The quintessential nature. Yeah, I think the big problem with that one, though, too, is when you hear it, you don't immediately think spirit. Like, ghost and jost. There's not... You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, right away. Badger Spectre, you, of course, think of Spectre.
It's just... Yeah, Spectre. That's...
Polter Quinn? Quinoween? Fan Quinn of the Opera?
Yeah, there's like 80 different kinds of ghosts in the in that Apariquin. That's
Apariquin? Entering the Quintum realm.
Yeah.
It's getting metaquizzical.
Omen? Spirit Quinoween. Quinchy instead of Banshee. That's closer. I feel like this is something we're gonna
have to workshop this.
Yeah.
For a long, long time.
Hallucination? That's not quite a ghost. Okay, I'm gonna need to make sure that the in-game sounds... Oh, I actually turned off the Minecraft audio entirely so that the music wouldn't... When you were doing I Got You Babe, wouldn't be... So I better turn these back on, actually, now. So, okay, I had a list of the spoken word songs that we were considering, and I can't remember the name of that note, and I have like 80,000 notes in this phone. Do you remember any of the songs? Because if I can remember a word in the list.
Downeaster Alexa, maybe? Was that?
Oh, wait, here it is.
Oh,
okay.
You found it, okay.
Okay. So, Joe Hill Speaks was the name of the note. Just for reference, if I need to find this later. River of Dreams. Maniac. Friday. Yeah. Just a Steel Town Girl.
Friday by Rebecca Black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday by Rebecca Black is on there. Maniac, Wrecking Ball, River of Dreams. Rainbow Connection was on there.
That's another good one.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are magic. But only illusions? Rainbows have nothing to hide. I don't have the lyrics in front of me. Oh, here we go. Salem Tipping 2 says Quinn Corporeal. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, that's a play on
Incorporeal.
Yeah.
Incorporeal, yeah.
See, that's... Now we're talking. We need to find something that's an in sound in the first place.
Yeah. That's a strong choice.
Yes, a contender.
Morning, Amber. We've got about 20 minutes left in the stream. Because of the... normally we would run a little bit longer, but the school is on a 2-hour delay here because of the ice storm. So I gotta get my daughter to school. Dun, 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 dun. Don't punch the dragon.
Don't punch the dragon. Don't punch... Tractor!
Okay.
Frank Quinstein.
Yeah, that's not a ghost.
Yeah.
But,
arguably could have been a ghost before being reassembled, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically the scientist who built Frankenstein is probably dead now. Because it's been a while since...
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah, so now that...
Well, and...
It's been a while.
Even, Frankenstein was Frankenstein's monster. It wasn't named Frankenstein. It was named Bill, I think.
Yeah.
Common misconception.
Lost Cult Game says, don't mind me, I'm just losing the plot here.
Quinvisible? Quindivisible?
With liberty and justice for all. So when I hear Quintum, I think Quantum Leap.
Quinn Possible? Oh, Kim Possible. Quinn Corporeal. Quinn Memorial.
Oh wait, I forgot to rotate the.
Quintutorial. Quintangible.
Up to 105.
A quintum quintanglement.
Quintessence.
Essence of Quinn.
But yeah, do you know the chords to Maniac?
Mary Quinn Miss. I could pull it up real easy. Nice and easy.
Yeah. But yeah, if we did a spoken word album that included a few covers, I would want a lot of the for the spoken word album. I kind of want to do it like Bill Shatner's Has Been. Is that the name of the album, or is that just one of the songs?
That's the name of the album, yeah.
Yeah, where it's like a mix of covers and stuff he did himself.
Just a steel town girl on a Saturday night.
Yeah, that's part of it. Is like it's hard to do it without doing a Shatner impression, but I want it to be my own thing. So yeah, just a steel town girl on a Saturday night, looking for the fight of her life. In the real-time world, no one sees her at all. They all say she's crazy. Locking rhythms to the beat of her heart, changing movement into light. She has danced into the danger zone. When the dancer becomes the dance, it can cut you like a knife. When the gift becomes the fire, on a wire between will and what will be. She's a maniac on the floor. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. She's a maniac on the floor. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. On the ice blue line of insanity is a place most never see. It's a hard-won place of mystery. Touch it, but can't hold it. You work all your life for that moment in time. It could come or pass you by. It's a push-shove world, but there's always a chance. If the hunger stays the night. There's a cold kinetic heat, struggling, stretching for the beat, never stopping, with her head against the wind. She's a maniac, I sure know. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. She's a maniac, I sure know. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. It can cut you like a knife if the gift becomes the fire on the wire between will and what will be. I feel like there's something there. It's not good.
She's dancing like she's never danced before.
Yeah, so if we have Quinn do some backing vocals.
Maniac on the floor. She's dancing like she's never danced before.
Somebody says this has incredibly threatening vibes. No, to do this incredibly threatening, you have to come in with that kind of like, oh, this is really sharp, It could cut someone like a knife if they're not careful. But you seem like a careful kind of guy, right?
Careful guy.
You don't seem like the kind of guy that needs to worry about the ice blue line of insanity. It's a place most never see. It could come or pass you by. Like, there's something...
Don't make me lock rhythm to the beat of your heart.
Oh, you get me turning motion into light. A lot of things could happen. We wouldn't want that they should happen here in your fine establishment.
Yeah, you don't want to dance into the danger zone, capiche? Because the dancer becomes the dance. The dancer becomes The dance.
I feel like you and me, we're here on the wire between what will and what will be. Or between will and what... Dang it, I messed that up.
Yeah, you's a maniac.
Yeah. Look, if push should come to shove, it's a push-shove world. But, there's always a chance that the hunger stays the night.
You's a maniac. You's a maniac on the floor. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. Yeah. She's a maniac. Oh, what a maniac. I sure know. She's dancing like she never... Why are you dancing like that?
Your papa teach you to dance like that.
Yeah, Power of Spirit says time to call the cleaner.
Yeah.
Got organized crimes.
One of my favorite things in that Jumanji movie where they have The Rock just do a Danny DeVito impression for an hour is when he's like, "What are you stealing for? Your mother raised you better than that." It's like...
Probably The Rock's best performance.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that the Jumanji sequel would be that good. I did not expect that.
Because that was the third Jumanji movie,
Yeah,
I think, where that happens.
Yeah.
I don't think Danny DeVito's in the second one.
No, he's not in the second one. He's in the third one. And
he's definitely not in the first.
Yeah, he's definitely not in the first one. But yeah. Danny DeVito doing... or The Rock doing a Danny DeVito impression for an hour and a half is just... Like, nobody pitched me that movie like that. They're just like, hey, it's got the lady from Doctor Who. And I'm like, well, she's great in Doctor Who, but like... I mean, I saw her in Guardians of the Galaxy, and she wasn't exactly the star of the show. Like, she's, she's always good in what she does, but, like, in Doctor Who, she's, like, the star alongside the Doctor. And, like, it's like, okay, so some ensemble cast movie, I'm not, like, gonna go watch it because she's in it. But if somebody's like, no, this is The Rock doing a Danny DeVito impression for an hour and a half, I'm like, that's a movie I want to see.
Yeah.
That sells.
Well, and that was the entire movie poster. It didn't even have like any images of the actors. It just said Jumanji. This is The Rock doing a Danny DeVito impression for an hour and a half.
It's just Times New Roman, black on white.
And that's all it took for me.
There's some clip art of a man at a computer with steam coming out.
Yeah.
Or smoke coming out, I guess.
It's one of the best designed posters of the past 20 years.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I think Drew Struzan did that one.
They actually got Chip Kidd for the novelization cover, which was shocking. He normally doesn't do novelization covers.
Yeah. Well, if the price is right.
Yeah. Okay, so I think for the base of this... Is the base of this a 9x9?
Are you asking me? I have no
I'm
idea.
asking the chat, because I don't... We are in the last... we have less than 10 minutes remaining. So last call for tips. We are splitting these 50-50. If you enjoy Quinn coming on the show, Quinn was recently furloughed, and we are taking advantage of that by doing a Thursday morning stream, hopefully every week. But yeah, this is going to compete with other paid gigs, so money coming in definitely helps make this happen, because I unfortunately can't afford to pay Quinn out of pocket to come here every Thursday. So y'all paying Quinn out of pocket every Thursday would be really helpful for me and Quinn.
That works for me too.
So we do appreciate it. This is y'all supporting the show does make a big difference. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 10 if I want to have 2 beacons. Okay, cool. So yeah, I want to do this closer to the center than I had it last time too. And arguably probably further that way now that I'm looking at it. Yeah. Okay. The big problem is, well, this is probably fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A lot of folks saying a lot of very positive things about having Quinn on the show in the chat, like Let It Bree and Kristen Vivo. Thank you. What other songs have like a vaguely threatening, like, okay, I bet
Vaguely threatening?
Yeah. Like I bet like that you could take the lyrics and kind of do it with that like suggestive mafia voice. Like like something like oh boy.
I mean, the police every breath you take.
Yeah,
It's not even just like
it's
not
not
even
slightly
slightly
threatening.
Yeah, it just
I
is.
I was looking
it's
at
just creepy.
I was looking at Smells Like Teen Spirit, like
Okay.
yeah, but the thing is that one's also like it just straight up opens with load up on guns. So
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's best to take something that's not vaguely threatening
yeah,
and try to make it threatening.
yeah,
I don't know.
Hey, thank you to Diane for the 5, who says thanks for the lovely music. Yeah,
Oh, Badger suggests "You Are My Sunshine."
is a really creepy song that no one realizes.
I
don't actually know the lyrics to that.
investigate. The other night, dear, while I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms.
I feel like there's also an angle to Piano Man. Like, he's talking with Davy, still in the Navy. But probably will be for life. Probably will be for life.
Oh, dear, I was mistaken.
I feel like I did this wrong.
Bowed my head and I cried.
Maybe I didn't.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Okay, hey, we got more tips rolling in, which is good because we're about to wrap up in less
Scary
than
song.
5 minutes. Because of the ice storm, schools were delayed 2 hours, so I got to get my kid to school shortly. Paul tips 20 and says, great stream, love the combo of both of you, wish Quinn the best in making ends meet. Thank you so much, Paul. That is going to get
Thank
us,
you,
let's rotate
Paul.
the camera to 130, because I forgot to rotate the 5 after the one before that.
We're doing rotations and expansions?
Yeah, I kind of switched over in the middle.
Oh,
Because we got, like, basically I was going to do expansion. The problem is, if we don't start with expansions before switching over, then, people don't realize what we're doing. So it kind of helps to start with expansions and then switch to rotations when we hit the ghost level. Also, Stephanie tips 6, so let's go ahead and bring this up to 136.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's get jump boost and haste on here. Actually, speed and haste might be. Haste 2.
Speed and haste, isn't that redundant?
Well, one of them makes you like run faster while you're working, and one of them makes you break blocks faster.
Oh, okay.
So being able to run around breaking blocks faster is helpful. Okay. Yeah, also, since we did this on Tuesday last time, and the face camera doesn't reset until 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time, because in this house we follow Groundhog Day rules. Dang it, I'm not holding that in frame very well. It's really hard.
It's already
I'm looking at the
rotated.
rotation thing and I'm
Yeah.
trying to hold that up. But yeah, so I didn't have to figure out what to do about the camera on Tuesday when we did this last time. But I'm guessing when I cash you out, the camera should reset to half of what it's at now, or maybe I just keep it where it's at. I think I'll just keep it where it's at because whatever.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't know that it matters. Or does it?
Overthinking the face camera is like 90% of my income.
I wasn't I wasn't even aware that.
Creating elaborate face camera lore is.
I mean, it works.
Yeah. So I'll switch back to expansions, and I guess I'll just do it at whatever level it would be for where we're at on the abacus.
It'll just happen to be rotated.
But anyway, we actually need to wrap up so I can get my daughter to school. Let's go ahead, because of the ice storm, they had a 2-hour delay today.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and see who else is... Have you seen this Nothing Forever
No.
AI-generated Seinfeld? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna raid this.
Okay.
It's terrifying.
Whoa.
So somebody basically...
What, did they make this in Pico 8?
It's done in Unity, actually.
Okay.
But it's through a filter. I saw this on Hacker News the other day. And it's basically a random... Or it's not completely random, but it's basically a continuously generated series of Seinfeld scenes from based on, like, the scripts of existing Seinfelds.
Wow.
And
it has 16,000 viewers?
It has 16,000 viewers. It's shockingly disturbing. Like, not like in a gross way, but like it's like it's in this uncanny valley of so bad it's bad.
Yeah.
But like it's a glimpse of the future, because once this tech gets slightly better, this is objectively, in my opinion, one of the most interesting things on Twitch right now. I'm not saying it's the best thing, but like it's one of the most challenging to your preconceptions.
Yeah.
So anyway, when you get over there, well, we don't need to do a raid message because it's a computer. But anyway, have a good day, everybody. I gotta get my kid to school. Bye. Thanks for supporting the show.
Bye.
Raid now. Stop stream.